Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. So we have the Extreme Light Neon Multicolor LED strip. So yeah, it's not actually neon, it's just LED like they say. Anyways, you can put these in a various pile of different designs. They come with these little mounting clips that are plastic, of course. Pretty good plastic though. Pretty impressed there. Little mounting screw. I have one clip left over because I didn't need it because the way they're mounted on the boards, I got one board that's longer than the other behind me. And I thought instead of going through the whole unboxing garbage and all this other stuff, we'd just cut to the chase and here's the box. This is what you got. You get a remote with it. Perfect. And these are the remotes. You get one in each box, obviously. So you have a lot of remotes. I still got a whole drawer full of these things. This remote, however, that runs my normal LED strips back there, also runs these exactly the same. So, without further ado, let's shut off the lights and have a little bit of fun here, shall we? Okay, so we're going to start out with blue. But there's 16 colors and 4 different modes. So let's go through these for you. Let's start at the very front here. So we've got the red, green, blue, and then we got all the variances of those. And then finally we have white, which is not very bright. And these are at their brightest setting because you do have a dimmer control so you can raise and lower them, right? All right, modes. Number 2. And number 3. And number 4. And back to my favorite color. All right, there's your rundown, there's your basics. They're USB powered. You're gonna need a USB charger, depending on how and where you set them up. Where I have them, my wall plug is way down below. So I grabbed one of these extension cords that are really super lightweight. I also bought a charger because I'm kind of pretty much out of USB chargers. So I bought one of the dual port ones also from Dollarama because that's where this stuff came from, was Dollarama. And they were $5 a box and then $4.75 for the charger. Plus, of course, they nail you for eco fees. Like, come on, let's get serious here. But anyways, they're 6.5 feet long each, which works out actually really pretty good for my backboard because my one backboard is 6.5 feet. The other one's just a little bit longer, so I kind of tried to center it as best as I could. This one, of course, on the back side here, well, can't center or anything. It's just straight across and end to end. So I ended up with an extra clamp that I didn't need at the time. So not bad. I got a spare clamp I got to put somewhere so I don't lose it in case I ever do need it. Your mounting options are just the clamps though, and you're gonna have a little screw that goes into wood. Now, had I not had LED strip lighting on the bottom of my boards, I would have mounted these differently, and which would give a bit of a different lighting kind of experience as opposed to having the tubes facing outward like they are now. They would be facing down, which would create a different atmosphere of light. So depending on where you're mounting these things, yeah, that's kind of the way it's going to work. And the clamps are pretty strong to hold the LED strips in there. They are rather thick too, so, you know, which is good. It's like, oh, good, the clamp's going to really grab good, which is nice. But real simple and easy to install. All you need is a screwdriver or a cordless drill, you know, and I used a Allen key screwdriver actually to center punch the hole where I wanted the clamp precisely, so all the clamps are in the precise exact same spot and that sort of thing, right? I didn't care about making different shapes like, you know, they got here. This is like more for kids, right? But you can mold these to different shapes and all that stuff. I mean, you can make yourself a set of waves or whatever out of the things, you know what I mean? Anyway, but for $5 a pop, I thought, let's take a gamble on these. They're either going to work all right or they're going to really suck. One of the two things is definitely going to happen. Turned out they work actually really good, and it gives me now a second option for LED lighting in here. Because my LED strips that I have, they're actually quite bright, especially on the white. If we turn those on, that's actually pretty bright in comparison. And I like to use these as a different light to give more light actually to reduce static out of my videos. So if I'm setting things up in here to shoot a video in a different angle than this, obviously, this actually gives a little bit more light projection that you don't see in the video, but it helps to enhance the picture quality a bit better as well. Because lighting and cameras, well, they kind of have to go together, and the better the lighting control you have, the better it's going to be for you in the end. So that's the way I kind of look at it. And every little bit extra does really help. Now, if I put these on at the same time as these, this is kind of what we're going to get here. Now, this is another reason why other alternative options are kind of nice to have. So if I turn those off quickly, you know, you can see it kind of acts like a bit of a diffuser type of deal in a way, right? But it also creates a little bit different lighting altogether too. So different, right? I like it. It's kind of cool. So anyways, for $5, you're not going to go wrong. You can put them in different shapes. There's no sticky backing. I thought when I looked at these, I'm like, okay, well, these actually look kind of interesting. Do they look like what's in the box? Don't know. We have to get them home and find out first. They definitely look like they show in the box. But in here, you know, when you're going through everything, it's like, okay, easy to bend and mount with included clips. Okay, so, yep, you're definitely going to get just the clips, and that's it. And, of course, the screws, obviously. You're going to get a remote, you know. The batteries, by the way, in these remotes, they seem to last forever. I've had this one out for, well, a couple of years now, ever since I actually installed the other lighting. So it's been a while, and the battery's still going strong. And I still got about probably a lot of these remotes in a drawer. Because I've bought another lighting over the years too, and some of it worked and some of it didn't work out. So, you know, but you collect all these remotes. But for $5 a pop, you really honestly can't go wrong. They're at Dollarama, so, you know, if you have a Dollarama near you, then go pick up a few boxes, you know, or empty the shelves off if you really want a whole ton load of these things. I was kind of hoping to mount them on my desk, but unfortunately with the mounting system, that's not going to work. So I need the adhesive sticky back ones like I originally put on these back boards that are still there. So I think I'm going to invest in probably a 36-foot or a 50-foot strip. Because I also have other adapter joiners left too, that if I wanted to build more lighting, I can do that. And, you know, doing the whole power system, too easy for me anyway. But I want to go around the perimeter of my desk because I do have some LED strip lighting. They're basically like a waterproof type. I've got them sitting on my desk as well, but it's kind of like they're getting a little old for 3 feet a piece, you know. It's like I got 2 here, I got 1 over here. I want to do my whole bloody desk up, you know, kind of thing. So I'm gonna take a look around on Amazon because I'm not going to get anything in North Bay that's going to be affordable or the lengths that I need, you know. And if I could find the length, it's definitely going to be way more than Amazon wants, the exact same flipping thing. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. You know, shop online sometimes. But these, I'm going to see if Amazon does carry them and what their price is in comparison to the Dollarama. But they do come with a 1-year warranty. There's a 1-800 number you can call. You can also go to their XTREMEcables.com website as well and see what other kind of goodies they have. the Dollaramas, they change their stock all the time, and they always have something interesting to try out and see if it's good or if it's garbage, right? And I don't mind little investments either to just, hey, does this work or does that work? And, type of thing. Because it helps you guys out, at the same time. And I get to find out how much of a waste of money I just did or didn't do, right? And I've gotten some pretty good deals for Dollarama stuff over the years too. And I've gotten some real bad garbage. So, you got to kind of go with the flow that way. It would have been nice, though, to have an adhesive backing option. But I'm sure it wouldn't be hard. You can get double-sided tape that would be very good quality. I would recommend, don't get the Dollarama stuff. It doesn't work. Okay, had my experience there already. But get yourself some good quality double-sided adhesive tape, and you wouldn't have to use the clips. And then it would give you different mounting options in that sense. But you won't be able to mold them the same way. Because the idea behind these is that the tube light actually has to face either out towards you or down, depending on which way you do it. So you are limited. So if the tube lighting is facing out, it gives you that neon look, right? And you can make all your shapes. If you go straight across like this, well, you're straight across, but you could mold this because the tubes are facing out. When they're facing down, well, you're not going to have the same options because you can't bend something that's not agreeable to bend, right? So straight liners. But other than that, I think they're a great little purchase. I would recommend them if it's something that you're looking for, and with this kind of a mounting style. The clips are very simple. There's not much to them. They're a good plastic clip. They're not a cheap piece of junk that's going to snap on you. And you got the little mounting screws, and they're about half an inch, basically. Not quite 3/4 of an inch long. So you don't need to go that deep into the surface. But you cannot mount those screws onto drywall. They're not going to hold, period. Drywall just isn't designed for these short little screws to work. So you do need a wood surface in order to screw them into, and away you go. Or a surface that is not drywall that is going to be strong enough. Anyway, so I give them a good solid 4 out of 5 at least anyways. Nothing's perfect in life, and it would have been good to have that secondary option that would give us the double-sided adhesive advantage, but it wasn't there. So I kind of do pick on that a little tiny bit, but I'm not counting that much on it, But I think they do deserve a solid 4 out of 5, But you are definitely going to need a USB charger as well. And Dollarama does carry the double block ones. Even though one side's 1 amp and the other one's like 2 or 2.5 amp, doesn't matter. These things don't even draw an amp, so just plug them in and hook them up, and away you go and have fun with them. Anyways, that's what I got. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of these things. And in the meantime, we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.